Life is predictable. Someone had shared a blog post with that title, and while I agreed with it superficially at the time, my reservations seeped in. What about death? I once heard about a philanthropist who died over the weekend but had already promised a young man he was going to get him a job in one of his friend's company and as well offset the debt he incurred while treating his late mother. Hi there, welcome on here. I'm certainly delighted to have you on the screen right now. My name is Gloria Wole. I'm a Christian and my faith influences every other sphere I'm privileged to occupy. I'm a medical doctor with interest in holistic health. I'm also a blogger and a drama minister. Life is predictable. Someone had shared a blog post with that title, and while I agreed with it superficially at the time, my reservations seeped in with time. He had shared a blog post about an intelligent student he was classmates with who graduated as the best medical student. To a degree, this holds, but looking at the bigger picture, that statement might be a fallacy. Yes, a diligent, hardworking, putting some other adjectives that make for excellence, individual is expected to be acknowledged as the best by an award or be promoted. But haven't we heard stories of sudden upturns near success? It is true that man, to a degree, by intuition, careful observation, dating, or logical observation, can deduce the outcome of an event or behavioral pattern. However, sometimes reality comes with a total deviation. For example, the weather forecast and the expected date of delivery can be predicted, but even these are susceptible to changes. Definite words like will, always, never are words we are careful to use in the medical world because sometimes some cases are subjected to changes beyond medical reasoning or explanations. Do not boast of yourself and tomorrow, for you know not what a day may bring forth. You can't even predict when you're going to sneeze or blink your eyes, talk less of life. Does this rule out the need to plan for future days? Absolutely not. Our God is a God of order. The whole creation speaks of order. And so in representing Him, our lives must be planned while trusting and depending on Him. Absolutely, not only on self-effort or intelligence. Moving forward, I would like to highlight why life isn't predictable. First off, humans are so unpredictable. Humans are prone to a change. Humans are created to naturally love a change. People renege on promises they've made, and of course, I'm sorry, I won't be able to should be a familiar line. What about death? I once heard about a philanthropist who died over the weekend but had already promised a young man he was going to get him a job in one of his friend's company and as well offset the debt he incurred while treating his late mother. Hence, while we should understand that help comes from God and as well sustained by Him. 2. Systems are given to a change. A system which favors your decision a week ago might suddenly be changed the next, and you cannot but help wonder when it changed, as it renders you incapacitated. Again, nature is given to change. Have you ever planned doing something but couldn't because you came down sick? The female gender with severe dysmenorrhea, that's painful menstruation, has limitation of day-to-day activities. Or have you ever been in the position where you were supposed to meet with an appointment and you couldn't do because it started raining heavily and you were just held up? Nature itself is given to change that you certainly do not have control over. And the 5th reason, God designed life to be unpredictable. Omniscience is a nature of God. For I am God and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, God is all knowing. This is one of the attributes that define his character. If man retained the ability to predict the future, if man had foreknowledge, that would make the scripture untrue. If life were to be predictable and man could have foreknowledge, it would diminish his dependence on God. Therefore, God designed it so that only He knows the future, tomorrow, and everything not in the present. And He reveals parts of it to those whom He chooses to reveal it to. And so, because of these reasons, life can be so unpredictable. That not so intelligent secondary school mate of yours can become the very settled and wealthy person later in life, and you can't but help wonder. The girl who was very promiscuous in university becomes so decent, raising the standard of purity. This is to leave each person in that lowly state of mind. Let the rich boast not of his wealth, the intelligent not in his IQ, the spiritual not of his devotion, because tomorrow is not in our hands. We really wouldn't know who would be alive or dead. We wouldn't know who would turn out great. So while we are here today, let's live in total humility and dependence. It'll be my pleasure to also have you click on the subscribe button below so you can get notified whenever there is a new content. Thank you.
Follow us across all our social media platforms via the handles displayed on your screen. Thank you. Until next time, stay inspired.